our show to Fort Worth, to our
Oh,
summer
really?
theater. Yeah, she's going to open the season, as a matter of fact. Yeah, it's terrific. Yeah, I'm real pleased about it. Yeah, just gonna have to
It's a
keep this
pretty
in there.
bracelet.
Well, Carrie and Billy D, how nice to see both of you under these happy circumstances. We met on the first Star Wars, but Billy, as they're saying, you're the new kid in town.
Yes, indeed. It's nice to see you again, by the way.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you. Billy, do you think that there are going to be some people who are going to say, oh, well, there he is, the token black now, and what do you have to say to those
Well, I don't
people?
think about things like that, really. I just want to have a lot of fun, and this is part of it. And I was very pleased to be invited as a part of the Star Wars cast.
Your role, are you, now that you look at it, are you pleased, and did it turn out the way that you thought it would?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was quite pleased. I was astounded when I saw it for the first time about 2 weeks ago. I mean, it's the production is just incredible, and everybody else in it is just incredible, besides me.
It is your first time to do anything of this sort, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Now, it's got to be feel a little strange, doesn't it, when you were working?
Well, it was a different rhythm, you know, and this movie has its own personality. But everybody was Carrie and Mark and Harrison and Kirst. Everybody was very, very helpful to me, and I think I got into it. You know, it's a real departure for me, really. But I really enjoyed myself.
Carrie, I remember when we talked during Star Wars, and you said that it was so difficult because the effects weren't there and you were talking to a blank screen or something. Did you have any advice for Billy D to help him adjust to this kind of thing?
Just to learn your lines and don't run into the asteroids.
That's right.
No, we all, you know, have to learn how to, no, he picked it up real easy. I mean, you just do what you got to do.
She beat me up a lot.
I may look little, but I cut him down to size. No, we all have to look at a piece of tape and, you know, agree that it's an asteroid or a Minoc or some kind of space monster. So it just requires a lot of concentration, a lot of imagination, and a great willingness to be a little foolish, a little childlike.
What do you remember about Cloud City, about doing that particular segment?
His planet? Well, I remember
A
it
lot
was...
of props around.
There was really a lot that wasn't there, but it was beautiful, actually. The things that were there were actually some of the matte shots behind us were beautiful. But I think that was a little easier to do than the cockpit sequences are the most difficult and so forth. So Cloud City, I have a couple of fond memories about Cloud City.
What's so difficult about the cockpit?
Oh, well, that's where they put all the blue screen stuff. So when we're in a cockpit and you see stars, or when we see it for the first time like anybody else. There's nothing there. And, you know, that's a lot of times that they'll shoot the front of that, then they'll shoot the side of it, then they'll shoot the back of it. And all the time you got to match exactly what you did when you did the first one, which would be the front of it.
Yeah, there's so much more activity and so much more action going on.
In a little cramped quarters, it's real hot.
You know, director's saying, point, you know, there's this over there and there's that over there.
Right, a lot of it's directed without sound, just so you can get it exactly right when they put in those effects later. Like when I see one of the little creatures that's like eating the ship apart, they have to direct without sound. He'll say, okay, now you hear something over here. Now you hear it a little over there. Now you hear it in the front. Now you see it and you scream! And so, and it's all, you sort of feel like, what am I, you know, a puppet here? You know.
Carrie, do you feel that the success of Star Wars gave you more confidence as an actress?
No, it just, well, yeah, certainly. Any experience, any acting experience gets you more, you know, sort of, you know, it's under your belt. You got more to fall back on and so forth. But it's a particular type of acting that I don't, you know, you can't bring as much of your own reality to it, you know, your own experiences. Like, what if the hyperspace doesn't work? You know, you have to find an equivalent in your own life. It's not like doing a contemporary piece where you can really sort of draw that circle and where the, you know, the overlap is much more limited in this situation than it would be in a contemporary piece.
Were you pleased about the romantic involvement with Han?
Sure, I think, you know, necking in space is fine.
Would you have changed anything about it if you'd been directing it?
Maybe more kissing. No, I think it's directed wonderfully. I think, you know, Kirshner did a wonderful job with the film. And all the characters are much more developed, and the relationships between them are developed. So I'm very pleased with it.
Billy Dee, something about you I did not know, even though we have met and interviewed before, is that you're a painter.
Yes.
And you're going to have a show, a gallery show.
Well, there's nothing definite right now, but a lot of people have been asking me to have a show. So what I've been doing is preparing a lot of pieces. You know, I got about 20 pieces now, but I think I need about 10 more, about 30 pieces before I decide to show anything.
What kinds of things do you do?
Well, lately I've been working because in my home I don't have a studio, and I've been thinking about building one or perhaps getting another house and getting one, but so I can't really get into my oils as much as I would like to. So I've been working a lot in pastel. I do what is considered representational work. You know.
You're a realist.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Although I do abstract and non-objective things too, but I prefer doing more things more real.
Did Star Wars, or did working in The Empire Strikes Back, did that inspire you to want to do anything of that nature?
Well, I always carry my little pad with me and my color pencils, you know, and I started doing self-portraits, which I always find difficult to do, but I tried to do one as the character of Lando Calrissian, you know. And I think I got one in there. I did about 3 of them. I think I got one in there that kind of captures something about the character. But it's interesting when you start doing things like that, really. You have pretty teeth. Pretty smart. Really.
I don't know what that has to do with art.
But
Carrie, do you do anything in the creative field besides act? Do you paint or sculpt or anything?
I write a little bit. I play terrible piano. I would be interested in doing anything else in film. I'm a real film buff, you know. I've seen all the old films, so I love films. And I'd love to be able to someday be involved in another aspect of it, maybe behind the camera, or under it, or on top of it, or something.
Do you own some prints?
Some prints of films?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Well, I have, you know, one of those quarter-inch video cassette things, and I
Right.
also have 16mm camera. But it's my mother has a big collection of film and so forth, so I can pick that up from her.
Yeah, so you'll get her collection someday, probably.
I'll go steal it while she's away.
Carrie, nice to see you again. Billy Dee, good to see you.
It's good to see
And
you.
thanks to both of you for entertaining us so marvelously in The Empire Strikes Back.
Thanks
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
You totally cracked me up on that teeth thing. Reactions first.
All right, we're rolling. To your left slightly more.
Okay, questions? Billy Dee, there will be those who will write and say that you're the token black in this picture. How do you respond to people who think that way? You've never done anything like this before, have you? Did you find that you had to make some adjustments as an actor? Billy Dee, you are a painter, and there's been talk about your having a gallery show. What kinds of things do you paint? You're a realist, then. Working around Empire Strikes Back, did that inspire you to do any painting? Carrie, in this episode, Empire Strikes Back, you have a romantic involvement with Han. You pleased about that? Did you like the scenes when you saw them? Would you have changed anything about them? Did the success of Star Wars give you more confidence as an actress? Okay, I guess that'll do it. Thank you.
That's it.
Oh, one question I left out. Can we do it again? Okay. All right. What did you think the first time you saw Cloud City? Why is the cockpit so difficult? Okay, thank you.